Well, welcome to this episode of the Kaz. It looks like I'm going to be unboxed now. Hi everyone, and welcome to this episode of the Kaz. Happy 4th of July, 2020. I know it's kind of crazy out there in the real world, so I am planning on having a bit of positivity by unboxing the Funko Pop icon, American history pop of one of the most positive presidents that ever lived, one of the most positive men to ever live in the White House, Ronald Reagan. This is the Funko Pop icons line, the American history line of Ronald Reagan, President Reagan. And here we have some presidents here. I already unboxed the Benjamin Franklin and George Washington Funko Pops. So it looks like we have Funko Pop versions of John F. Kennedy, Jackie Kennedy, Jimmy Carter, and Ronald Reagan. So here you have a larger version of President Reagan with his signature here. You have Presidents Carter, Kennedy, and First Lady Jackie Kennedy up on a backdrop of the American flag there. Looks like President Reagan is number 49 in this line. There's a full picture of him against the backdrop of an American flag. There's the top of his head there. The bottom of the box is right there. So let's unbox him. Ronald Reagan was the 40th president of the United States. Number 40. I'll put on some factoids here like I did with President Washington and Ben Franklin. Honestly, President Reagan is probably my favorite president. I grew up in the 80s when he was president, and he had a very positive. Looks like there's no disc here for him to stand on, but hopefully he's going to have a good footprint here. Nothing in the box. So there he is. He has looks like he has a nice suit on there. He's giving a thumbs up. One of the reasons why I liked him was, I did grow up in the 80s, so he was the president that I grew up knowing from 1980 to 88, before Vice President Bush took office. I like the detail there. Look, he has the little pockets there in his jacket, his coat there. Got a nice split there in the back of the coat there. Pants are nicely pressed. You can see the little crease there. He's wearing some black wingtips there. As you can see, he's giving the thumbs up there. I think I would have liked him to be waving holding an American flag. Some nice buttons. There's some buttons there. Buttons there on the coat. A little bit of the dress shirt coming down. He has a dark red and blue tie there. Nice coiffed hair. President Reagan was always known for having a nice haircut. Kind of dips down there at the top. It's parted on the right there. Goes around there. I liked President Reagan a lot. He was one of the three people that were key in destroying communism in the 80s. Throughout the 80s. Margaret Thatcher and Pope John Paul II were the other two that helped to help destroy the Soviet Union. Didn't really eradicate communism, but it did destroy the Soviet Union, cause that to collapse. So his head does move a little bit. Not sure if it's really meant to, but you can make him look over that way. You can look over that way, but he was very fun. He was like my third I always felt that he was like my third grandfather. He was very fun, had a very good sense of humor, and he was a very good president. No matter what you think, and no matter what political side of the political spectrum you are on, he was a very positive and very good president. He got inflation down from 13% when he went into the White House under Jimmy Carter down to 4% when he left, 4% inflation. So, he improved the economy from a really bad economy in the late 70s, and he really improved the quality of life of Americans back in the 80s. Let's put him on the turntable here. Give President Reagan a good spin. So here you have the Funko Pop version of Ronald Reagan, part of their American History Icons line. And that is great detail in his eyes. Look at the wrinkles and the furrowed brow there, the wrinkled brow. It's really good details there. I mean, he was 69 years old when he entered the White House, when he entered the presidency. So he was, I mean, he was up there in age, but that didn't really stop him from having a great sense of humor. Then next one I want to get, I'm not sure about the other ones, but I do know that I want to get the Uncle Sam one. I have a total of 3 now, but I got this at Target, the local Target here in Queensbury. I definitely want the Uncle Sam whenever I can find that one. That's it for this episode of the Kaz. Please like and subscribe, and we will see you later. Thanks. Bye.